Neural networks are inspired by the human brain's biology. They consist of interconnected nodes or neurons that process information together. As they recognize patterns, these networks build connections, effectively learning from existing data, and then use these to make predictions or decisions about new data. Deep learning, a subset of machine learning, uses neural networks with many layers, hence the name deep. More layers allow models to learn more intricate patterns from larger datasets. Neural networks power AI applications such as image and speech recognition, natural language processing, and even game playing. Their ability to improve through additional data makes them powerful tools for solving complex problems. A perceptron, a predecessor to neural networks, is the simplest type. A single-layer neural network used for learning patterns and solving simple problems. Modern neural networks consist of three main layer types: input, hidden, and output, each with a distinct purpose. Understanding the function of each type helps in interpreting the network's behavior and results. The input layer receives the initial data. Hidden layers progressively process the input data, first by looking for basic features, then extracting and combining these into patterns, and then combining and transforming these in subsequent layers to create more complex features in a hierarchy. For example, the basic features in an image might be edges, colors, and textures, which might be combined to form simple shapes, and then, going deeper into the network, eventually be recognized as a more complex abstraction, such as a house or building. The output layer produces the final prediction or classification, such as a red brick house. Shallow networks have only one or two hidden layers. Deep networks have many. Deep, multi-layer networks, sometimes referred to as multi-layer perceptrons, or MLPs, can model complex patterns for advanced applications such as image and speech recognition, and other tasks in which data cannot be separated with a simple line. Deeper networks mean more processing is involved, increasing training time and energy usage. GPT-3 has 96 layers and took approximately 355 years of compute time to train. Quite an electricity bill. Image recognition can include the identification of objects in pictures. You may have been helping to train an MLP when proving you're a human online. In large systems such as robotics, neural networks may be modularized, with different modules controlling different components. This enables specialization. Transformers and large language models, LLMs, excel in natural language processing tasks, with models such as BERT and GPT used for tasks such as language translation and text generation. As we continue exploring neural networks, it's important to understand how data flows through them and how they recognize patterns in the data. This process is feed-forward. Data moves sequentially from the input through hidden layers to reach the output. Each neuron in the input layer corresponds to a feature in the data, and each neuron in the output layer corresponds to either a target class label for classification purposes, or a continuously valued output in the case of a regression problem. Each hidden layer neuron applies weights to its inputs and then applies an activation function to determine its outputs. A loss function compares the final output with target values to calculate the degree of error or loss, and so evaluate the accuracy of the network's predictions. In a process called backpropagation, the weights within the hidden layers are adjusted according to this loss, allowing the network to iteratively improve its accuracy by progressively minimizing the error or loss values computed at the output layer. Training a neural network involves several phases. Weights are initialized with small random values, and data is processed by the network in multiple epochs, or repetitions, gradually tuning the weights in pursuit of more accurate performance. A separate validation dataset is used to monitor how the network is likely to perform on unseen data. This helps determine when to stop training to prevent overfitting, a condition in which the model performs well on training data but poorly on new data. Finally, the model is tested on unseen data to ensure it can generalize well to new situations.